Got a bit of a problem. A little bit of a problem. So just before I begin, for those who don't know, my name's Chris. I am converting this ex-U-Haul box truck into a work living space. This is my jump starter that I'm just about to charge up. So whenever I leave my truck, when I open the door, the odometer lights up. The other day, I opened the door and the odometer didn't light up. So I was like, that's weird, because I've got the trickle charger plugged in to keep my battery topped up. It didn't light up. I checked over it, and when I plugged it back in, you could hear it was going, and it was trying to charge the battery up. So yesterday, I left it to charge, and every time I left, the odometer was, lit up to show that shows that the battery was charging. I tried to turn the ignition, nothing happened. So I checked the trickle charger and it is plugged in, the light's on showing that it is actually charging, but now I'll put on the screen, the dials are going like it's not getting enough power, or like it's charging up from the start again. So I don't know what's happening really. It's a bit weird. It's a new battery, but I have had a similar problem before. I think at the very least, I need to jumpstart the truck, maybe get it from that 0%, zero state of charge, get the engine running and the alternator going, and then take it for a drive. So it probably won't be today, but maybe some point this week. I need to take it in to get the emissions test so I can get the new sticker, my new registration, yearly, whatever, inspection sticker on it. So I need to do that anyway. So I really need this to start. The other thing that happened a couple of weeks back, because I've not been driving the truck at all. I haven't really driven much. I've just parked it up and been working. So I rarely drive it at this moment in time, which is why I think the battery is draining. But the last time I did drive it, I noticed that for the start of the journey, the oil light came on. It like flashed on and off for a couple of seconds, stayed on for like 10, 20 seconds and then disappeared again. So I think at the very least, I need to get the truck looked at, and I need to get this emission test done. So my plan that I'm thinking is that I'm going to jumpstart the truck in a couple of days, get the engine ticking over a little bit, keep it running for an hour or so, then maybe just go for a drive. Don't park up anywhere, don't stop anywhere. Just go for a drive, park it back up here. Anyway, so that's what I'm thinking. I'm just going to plug in my jump starter to make sure that it is 100% charged up. And then I'm going to cut to me in a few days when I actually jumpstart the truck and start to look more deeply into it. So let's see what happens. So I actually just came out from when I was just filming. The dials are no longer doing that weird clicky thing anymore, which is good. I think if I open the door, I don't think the odometer is going to come on, but it may do the clicky thing, so let's see. Oh. Okay, so the odometer came on and off. I don't know whether you saw that on the camera. Let's try that again. So the odometer is coming on now, which it wasn't doing before, but it's also not doing the clicky thing. Maybe the trickle charger just wasn't getting any sun for the last few days. Maybe that's what happened, and now it is getting sun, because it is pretty sunny today. It's been cloudy for a little while. So maybe it's that. At least now it seems like the battery is not dead, but I know that this charges at a really slow rate. I like ChatGPT'd and Googled and stuff. Apparently to trickle charge a truck battery to 100%, there's the silhouette of the solar panel on my windscreen. So what that's doing is topping up through the 12-volt system. But if it can charge up enough to start the engine, at the very, very least, I can run the engine for a little bit just to top that up more with the alternator. So that's my thinking. So I guess I'll check at the end of today. I'll cut back in a minute and show you what happens at the end of the day to see in terms of battery charge. But at least I know now that it is charging. It is charging. Power issues. There's one thing that I found with van life is that, like, reliable power, period, is it's a blessing. It is an absolute blessing. Hi, just giving I'm filming this on my phone, just a quick little update. So I opened the door last night once the sun had gone down and the odometer was not lighting up. Sorry, I've got my light on, let me take these off. So the odometer wasn't lighting up, and it's now the next morning, and it's doing the same thing with the dials where it's like, so basically the battery is dead. And I think that all the trickle charger does is literally just give the 30 watts or whatever it's giving to the engine during the day, and then that's it. It doesn't actually top it up. So what I've done is, because I don't have a lot of time to really investigate it myself, and there's a bunch of other stuff that I kind of wanted to get just mechanically looked at in the truck anyway. I contacted a couple of mobile mechanics to see if they can do things like an oil change. I know that is something that I need to learn to do myself, and I will, just not right now. Got a lot going on, so I want to pay somebody else to do it. So an oil change, I want them to look at the battery and look at what could be, like, what's the phantom drain, I guess, if there is any. So check on that. It's not an alternator problem because I haven't driven anywhere for it to top up. So I don't think it's a matter of the alternator, struggling. So I want them to look at the battery. I want them to change the oil. I also have a battery disconnect switch system thingy that does other stuff as well that I want them to install. And then probably at least give me a jump start. So I want to do all of that. Then I also need to go and get my emissions check done before the end of the month, so that I can renew my registration stuff. So that is the little update. I will let you know how it goes. But yeah, it's literally the exact worst time that it can be because I have so much stuff going on right now. It's not like I have to go anywhere, but at the very least I need to get my emissions check done, and that means I need to have a running vehicle. So we'll see. This is what I chose. If I lived in sticks and bricks, then I would not be having this problem. So yes, I'm not complaining. I'm literally stating facts and solutions as to what is happening right now. Let's see. All right, I figured it out. Let me put you down somewhere. When I first got my battery from AAA, they had not updated my car profile. So when the guy turned up, this was ages ago. When the guy turned up, he fit it with a battery that was compatible, technically compatible, but just wasn't holding a charge. So I got it replaced for free from AAA, but the guy that installed it, I was like, hey, is this the right battery? And he was like, well, it's compatible, but it's not great. It's a little bit low capacity. It has also a low reserve charge at 140. The battery is sitting for long periods of time. And because of it being lead acid and having a low reserve charge, that means that it's likely just sitting, getting damaged through again, this is my understanding, through the sulfur crystallizing within the battery. And once that happens, it's like irreversible. This is my understanding. So the guy, anyway, my point is that the guy that installed this new battery was like, I don't think it's the perfect battery for it, but this is what I've been authorized to replace it with. He literally said, if you want a tip, next time, I had to go back to the footage that I recorded of him saying it, but he said, if you want a tip next time, if there's any problems with it, ask for an AGM battery. So through exhaustive research and back and forth, my understanding is that what I need to get is a battery that is between 800 and 850 CCA with 160 to 200 reserve capacity, and it needs to be AGM. That's what I need to ask for. Well, that's what I need to get. I need to replace it with. So my plan tomorrow is to phone up AAA, explain to them on the phone what's going on, and break it down for them in this way, and ask if I can get it replaced. We'll see what they say. At a bare minimum, I'm going to get them to come out to test it, to at least give it a jump start. But it's very unlikely to keep holding the charge in any real way. So it may work for, I don't know, a couple of days if they do manage to get it going again, but it's just not going to hold the charge properly. So regardless, I'm going to have to replace it. So I'm going to try and get AAA to replace it. If not, then I will just buy a new battery, the right battery, and take it from there. I don't think they were trying to rip me off. I think that they supplied me with the battery for the car that I had on file because they hadn't updated it. And then probably along the way, the guy was just like, well, it does work. It is a replacement. And it's just kind of stuck with that. So I'm going to tidy up and I'm going to play some video games, relax for the rest of the night, and we will see what happens tomorrow. Goodbye, good night for now. Okay, so the guy came super early. I was literally still in the shower and I had like 17,000 missed calls. So he came and he's saying that I shouldn't have an AGM battery, that it wouldn't even fit in this truck, and it is the right capacity battery, etc. So he basically gave me the option of give me a jump start. This shirt has shrunk, I think, in the wash. So yeah, he basically said, you can have jump start or a new battery. And I was like, can I get a new battery? Usually they're charged to like 75%. So at least I have 75% of a battery to take it to an actual mechanic and figure out what is going on. Long term, I really need to look into the battery itself and find out what it is that I'm missing in terms of this drain, because it does seem to be draining faster than it should do. So we'll see. But the engine was running, at least when he gave it a jump start, so I am not completely static. So I'll let you know how it goes. The one thing I appreciate about the States is that customer service is variable. It sounds really like I'm trying to be an asshole, but I was like, hey, so if you do a replacement battery, does like AAA like reimburse you for that? And he went, they don't reimburse shit. It just made me laugh. I just feel like in the UK, someone wouldn't just be as brazen as that. Just made me laugh. Anyway, I think the general idea is that I should be driving it more, which, yes, I get that. The trickle charger should be probably double what it is. So that's good to know. But he was like, even with the trickle charger, if you're just even turning on your engine twice a week for 10-15 minutes, it won't charge the battery, but it will help stop it from draining. I should be driving it more, for sure. It's yeah. So I'm definitely going to do more research into what is the best battery, because as of right now, I feel like I'm just kind of putting a band-aid on the situation, and that's just what I don't want to do. You know, I could phone them up every 3 months and get a brand new battery for the next 3 years, but it's just wasteful. You know, but I also don't want to be having to do big long drives to top up the battery to 100% all the time as well. So I just need to find the best sort of maintenance, the best battery. I need to find the best maintenance routine for it to make sure that this doesn't happen again. And that's what I need to research. But problem has been fixed. The engine runs. The engine still sounds good. I think the next plan is probably just get an oil change and see if they can install the battery disconnect that I have as well, and ask if they can do I need to see if they can do the exhaust test. So I'm either gonna speak to the auto shop today or on Monday. But yeah, battery fixed again. And I'm learning a little bit more as we go. I'm sure there's going to be people raging in the comments being like, this is ridiculous. You should know about basic vehicle maintenance. Don't worry about it. So I decided to go and get the oil changed at the same time, as well as getting the emissions test. I thought that this place, they didn't have a high enough roof to be able to do it, but apparently they do. So that's what I'm doing. I get nervous when other people are in charge of it because I feel like they're going to tell me something terrible about it. So at least I got a couple of things knocked out. Yeah, happy to get that oil changed and to get my little green check mark. One thing that I was trying to do, just behind me you can see a car wash. And I was trying to see if they had a spot where I could wash the truck, but the highest clearance that they have is 7'2", which is 5 foot shorter than what I am. So that's a no-go, which is a shame. So I am going to, right now, I think I've got time for another quick errand, so I'm going to do that before going back, and we'll do a proper update in a second. As of right now, my little engine light, my little oil light is not coming on, which is good. It seems to be running okay, which is good. So the guy said that he ran the normal diagnostics and everything came up with green check marks next to it. So it seems like it's in a good spot. I'm happy to get fresh oil in there. And it was the first time in my life that I had to fight to get premium oil. He was like, what do you want? And I was like, I just want the best, just to make sure that everything's going to run smoothly. And he was like, well, you don't really need it. And I was like, I know, but I would just rather get it. And he was like, you really don't need it. And I was like, that's fine, and I appreciate that, but just let me get it. Just let me get it. So yeah, anyway, so I'm gonna head back, and let's see what the rest of the day brings. Hopefully this call will go well today.
Before proceeding, release the parking brake.
Yeah, good. The past few times the oil light has been flashing on, but zero oil light coming on right now, which is good. It usually just comes on for like maybe the first mile and then stops, but the fact that it's not coming on at all right now is...
Before proceeding, release the parking brake.
It's perfect. I'm happy about that. So let's put in the address and let's go home. Okay. I'm back. The truck is running beautifully. I'm so glad that I got the oil changed. I'm so glad I have my piece of paper to say that my emissions are all good. Now I just need to put everything together into one little package, send it off, and give them $250 on top of the money that I just paid to get the emissions test. But it's all good. The one thing that I noticed is, so with my battery stuff that I've been having problems with, I purchased a 30-watt trickle charger to keep the battery topped up, and as you've seen, it has not been working very well. I just put the solar trickle charger back up on my windscreen with the little sucky pads, and one thing that I saw on the back is that it says 15 watts. So I double checked my Amazon. I did purchase the 30-watt version, but they gave me a 15-watt version, so that's also possibly to do with the fact, possibly why my battery is not being topped up. It's because I've got a trickle charger that is providing half the power it's supposed to. So I'm going to see if I can get a replacement, if they can just do a straight swap. I think it's been so long now that they're probably just going to say no, but it's worth a try. If not, then I'm going to get rather than just getting a 30-watt charger, I may get the maximum, which will be like, I think it's there's a 50 watt and there's a 100 watt. 100 watt may be overkill, but if I can get a 50 watt, then I think that's probably what I'll end up doing. Yeah, that could possibly explain the battery issues that have been going on. Womp womp. Anyway, but thank you for joining me on my little battery vehicle emissions test errand getaway. I think potentially for now, I'm clocking out. Speak to you very soon.